What is good? What is good? We are doing our first of the licensed characters, which is Michael Myers. Today, we're going to talk about my build. We're going to show some games, and it's the first one I'm recording since the Christmas. I had one done, and I decided I'm going to re-record it. But let's get into the add-ons that I like using. Tombstone Piece unlocks the ability to kill healthy or injured survivors when in Evil Within 3, but it takes a little bit longer to get up to Evil Within 3, which is totally fine. And when you kill somebody, it drains the power of Evil Within, so you're not infinite, which it doesn't make him overly powered. It makes him strong, but not overly powered. And J. Myers Memorial, so that means when we're stalking somebody, we get 25% more. Obviously, we got Corrupt Intervention. No new perks in here. No new perks. We've seen all these perks. 2 minutes at the beginning of a game, locks down gens. Easy. After a gen is done, Deadlock, of course, locks up the most progressed gen that is not the one that was obviously done for 30 seconds. Very, very helpful. It's just a base perk that I like using. It again, hit and miss, but for the most part it's good. No Way Out. Actually, I don't think we've used this on anybody yet. No Way Out. When a survivor interacts with a gate at the end, for every single person that's been hooked, there's been an extra 12 seconds added to locks the gates. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And then, of course, our old reliable Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. Let's just get into the first game. Let's just show the first game. Easy. And we get the game. The game as Myers as well is... It's not the map you'd be asking to go on unless you have the Jump Scare Myers build, which of course we're not running, which is unfortunate, but it's not really what you're going to be asking for. Instantly finding some people being a little bit creepy, trying to get my stock up again. The J. Myers Memorial, the green add-on that we have, gives you 25% faster stock, so it should be getting up through the Evil Within levels, which again is Myers' power. If you don't know, you don't know. But we should be getting up, and I can see that I'm getting stalk here, and I'm like, how? And then I noticed there's like a little booty popping out here at the end, so I walk up to Nancy and I'm just like, stalk, and then she realizes I'm not being friendly, so we eat a pallet, which is fine. We don't take it on the head, but we waste one out, which is totally fine. I'll take it. Nancy plays this very weird, and I think she's trying to look behind her and ends up running into a wall, and then just doesn't know what to do. So quick down into Evil Within 2 pretty fast. I'll take it. On the game, usually you're going to have a really bad time, especially as somebody like Myers, where it's going to take you a while to try and get these downs. But it's nice being back recording this. I had a Myers video that I was going to post, but I was like, you know what? Let's re-record some so it's fresh for me. I'm going to re-record from here on. They're going to be more recent recordings. I think it's Myers, Hag, and Dr. Dunn during the Christmas event, but I was like, you know what, nah, I'm going to re-record a bit more fresh. So it's like, it's in, and there could be updates over the next couple of weeks. I'm sure there's going to be a mid-chapter patch that's going to come out at some point, so I kind of wanted to be closer to stuff that might be happening, to just blah, 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 blah. Just in my own head, it just felt right. Obviously, Claudette makes a run up the stairs, which is just hard to get to, but yeah, in my head, I was like, let's re-record them, because now it's going to be like Christmas event videos for the next 2 weeks, which I'm pretty sure is going to line up with DVD's next update, and it just felt like if I was posting Christmas event videos while an update is about to come out, I'd just feel bleh. So yeah, let's just see how that goes. We catch Ace, who went in for the save here, and I don't really know what was happening with either of them. Nancy just didn't want to look behind her, and I get a nice stalk on Ace, almost 99 my Evil Within 3. So I'm like, right, get in the chase with Ace. We might get Evil Within 3, and we might be able to use our purple add-on. We just need to play it really smart and not do something stupid, and bang. Instant Mori on Ace, which, mwah, beautiful. There's a couple of maps in this game where this add-on, it's difficult. It's difficult to get stalks, it's difficult to get in... to get the Mori without just getting looped around, but if you can play it well and you can be patient with it, you can get a whole lot of use out of it, and you can just dead games very, very fast. Me and Kate obviously having a little bit of a stare down here to give me more stock. I didn't honestly when I'm playing Myers now. It's hard. It's even with like a build like the one I have now. It's hard to keep on gens as Myers. Myers is very chase oriented. Like it's very difficult to pay attention to gens. It's very difficult to keep pressure on gens. So your best bet as Myers is to try and keep as much chase pressure on people as you can. If you get a game where your chases are going terrible, that's where it falls apart as Myers, because like you don't travel around fast. I personally, I've said this, and anybody in the comments can talk about it. They can say their opinion on it. They can say whatever they want. I honestly, personally think unless you're running jump scare Myers on a build in like a map that you know you want to do, or you're running infinite tier 3, I think Myers is one of the weakest killers in the game. I personally even put him in the bottom 3. I think with the meta of the game, the speed of things, he's just weak. Also, that pallet slave there, pallet save from Claudette there was unbelievable, because I thought I had my back far enough through the pallet to not get pallet stunned, but DBD things in it. But yeah, I definitely think that Myers is one of the weaker ones. I personally think he's one of the weaker ones. Bottom 3, in my opinion, at the moment. Hopefully he'll get a rework at some point. Maybe. I don't know what Nancy thought she was going to do here. And this played really well. I get a pain res. Nancy chickens out of doing it, and then instantly she's dead. That Nancy must have been absolutely fuming with the way that ended up going for her. Like, I would have been raging. But it's not bad. 2 people dead. This game's going pretty quick, which, if you're keeping track on the length of the videos, this one is the shortest one of the series so far. This one is. Not to say that the second game doesn't go hard, because it definitely does. But this one is the shortest video of the series so far. The games that I picked, I had one other one on Larry's, but for some reason, when I saved the recording, it cut off the first minute. So Corrupt basically ended, and I got a hook on somebody, and the recording cut. Other than that, the Fort game was terrible. Fort game that I recorded was absolutely awful, so I just didn't use that one. And we're pushing straight through this game. This one's just gone rapid. Claudette is probably going to run off and figure out where she needs to be to not come near this person and just hide, which I would 100% do. Because if you're anywhere close to that, I'm going to find you. So it's straight into a hatch game. Instantly into a hatch game. Which Myers games can happen like that. And that's why I prefer running the purple tombstone add-on instead of iridescent and just constantly being tier 3, because that makes survivors play in a different way. This one, they kind of stick around because they don't know if you're going to be on your like tier 3 yet, if you're going to be stalked up enough, if you're going to be in tier 2 chasing around. If you're infinite tier 3, survivors just tend to hide and like play very slow and just not be in your face. Also, I was delighted I got Nancy because she brought the map. But that's game 1. Let's get into game 2. Definitely a longer game. So let's get into game 2. Righty, game 2 we get Grim Pantry. It's not the worst in my opinion of the swamp maps. This one is probably my favourite one, except for the big massive building. I hate it. But it's not a great map for Myers. I'm not lying. Not the best map. We'll see how the game goes though. Definitely this one is a longer game. Spoiler alert. This one is a longer game than the last game we just had. But it was a good game. It was definitely a good game. There's some, maybe a little bit of scummy play in here every once in a while. But it's not bad. Also, catching some people doing some gens, getting some stalks. The best you could do as Myers is just try and get yourself into tier 2 as quickly as possible. If you want, obviously you want to keep tiering up as quick as possible anyway, but you're going to burn people out that way. Tier 2, run your game then as best you can. Like, I've been saying it on stream, again, yoink yoink, get in the description if you check this video out and you're not checking out the Twitch. Check it out in the description. I've always said it, I really want Myers to get a rework. I want him to get reworked, redone, something, because he just feels stale. Again, one of the earliest characters in the game, the first licensed character DVD ever got. I think meta-wise it's just not it. I think he needs a complete rework. Ghostface does what he does better now when it comes to stalking and stuff. So I think Myers needs something to fix him up because it's so slow. Also, I'm eating pellets. Eating pellets again. Like, ooh. But, like, Myers is just, he just feels weak. He just genuinely feels weak to me. Where Ghostface does what he does and does it a lot better. Really thought I deserved the hit there, by the way. I'm just going to put it out there. I felt I deserved it. A lot of moving pressure right now. I thought they would have backed out through the window if I shone the light. But I do like Myers. Like, I like Myers as a character in the movies. I'm very big fan of the Halloween movies. Myers as a character. I do, when I used to play, anybody who used to be around the YouTube for a while, when I used to play DBD on YouTube for streams, Myers used to be my boy, because the game was built around a different time. You know, like, it was built differently with when he was new, or even around before we started to get crazy amounts of licenses. It just worked, and the game was just different. Now Myers just feels dated. He feels like he definitely needs some changes, which it doesn't look like they're going to do. Like, he can be still strong. Again, this is just my general opinion. I know there'll be so many people like what if-isms where it's like, oh, but this person's so good as Myers, or oh, have you seen this person do this with Myers? Yes, okay, anybody can be unbelievable at any killer in this game. Like, anybody can be unbelievable by any killer in this game. It still doesn't mean that this killer isn't just weak. Like, just because some people are able to do unbelievable stuff with Myers and blah 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 blah, and half of who plays Myers these days is either doing jump scares or infinite tears. There's very little amount of people that play Myers now that don't either do a jump scare build or an infinite build. They're the main two. If you come across a Myers that's just running something normal, like, even mine is a little bit over the top sweaty because of the instant kill ability, but if you are playing against a Myers that's just running normal, random, I'm just saying it now, it's very rare when I'm playing Survivor that I come across it. Like, it's painfully bad how it's just two build Myers. It's like, perk wise they might be mixing it up. Add-on wise, you're either going jump scares or you're going infinite tier 3. That's literally all you're going to see. It's very rare that you'll see normal ones. But that's just my little rant about Myers. I wish they'd do more with him. They're working with Blumhouse to make the DVD movie now, and they obviously shipped out another pallet on my head. They obviously have shipped out the bad trilogy, even though it started with good Halloween 2018. They have all the skins. You could have the new Myers masks. You could have old Laurie. Like, you know, rework him, bring him some new skins and stuff, you know. But let's just get back into the game before I spend the rest of this just complaining about Myers and wishing he was better. We're not doing great so far. We're not having the best time, but we do get this nice down on Michaela, which I desperately needed. 2 gens, only 1 hook. The story of Myers' life, really. And also, I'm glad I locked back in, because there's going to be a very shitty moment here that I do want to talk about. Something happens in the next couple of minutes that was completely not meant to go the way it was. Down to 2 gens already as well. It's crazy how fast. Like, again, once you're in, like, Myers is just built for chase. He's not built for anything else at all but just chase. Chase. And if he's not doing good in chase, which I haven't done, I've not been like constant in downing people and getting hits. If he's not constant in chase, he's getting fucked. Getting some nice stalks and some people, and I'm like, right, okay, Michaela's over here in a dodgy spot, and I know somebody's bound to come over now in the next couple of seconds, so let's try and get somebody. I get a little bit of a chase noise, and they're over here. I don't know how that caught me in a chase, because I didn't see them, but I suppose the game saw me catching them, even though watching it back even there, I don't even see where I seen that person. But we're down to 1 gen now, which is crazy. We're down to 1 gen, and here is where the shitty play comes, right? Kate's coming in, I stalk Kate, I go to kill Kate, Kate moves out of the way, I kill Michaela. I felt like such an asshole. I went, like, you can literally see it, I stood behind Kate, she gets the save, I press the button to do the instant Mori, she moves as I press it, so I end up instant Mori into Michaela that got unhooked. Like, I entirely did not mean for that to go the way that it did, but we're down to one last gen left, and this one is 95%, I'd have said. And the gens are very spread out. This is a game that's just rough, in it. Like, it's the map, obviously, because, like, again, Myers is so slow. You can't really get around, keep pressure on people. So I'm just trying to see if I can get a 2k. Best I can do 2k right now. Catch somebody, maybe get an extra Mori. Maybe No Way Out will get a play. We'll just have to figure out how this ends. Still a couple of minutes left. And I don't know. It's just, I wish, again, not to rant entirely, I just wish Myers was a little bit better than he is. Like, he's fun when you get a good game with him, where it's not just you getting bullied. But other than that, it is such a, like, it's like trying to hold 6 or 7 spinning plates, but you've only got 2 hands. And you can't do it all. Like, and I know that's like, some people will be like, but that's what Dead by Daylight is. But Myers just feels weak at it. He just doesn't feel like he's able to hold the 6 spinning plates as well as somebody like, even like an Onryo, or even, like I said, Ghostface. Ghostface does what Myers does better. But one gen ready to go. We got Leon. I do a little mind game here, and then poor Leon. And this is why I like the purple one. You get that opportunity to just catch up on people. I didn't see Leon all game until this exact point. I didn't see Leon all game, and now he's dead. Like, if I had to have hooked, especially him, Michaela, whatever, Michaela got hooked. If I had to hook her again, it could have been different. If I had to have hooked Leon and played off of hooks, this game would have been completely done for me. It, like, there was not a thing I could have done in this if I had to have played off hooks. Now there's a chance that I get a 3k, maybe even a 4k, but now there's a chance that I can get a 3k because of the purple add-on. If I hadn't been running the purple add-on, done. Completely done. And we do get into another chase. I do like this the way it is. We get a nice smack. This main building on this map is probably my least favourite, other than the Haddonfield buildings. Like the houses in Haddonfield. This is my least favourite loop to deal with. I just hate it. There's very little mind games if they just run it nicely. Like, there's very little. You just have to kind of cut through as well as they are and hope to catch up. But we did nice. We caught up very well there. And in classic form, as I get somebody, they get adrenaline right in my fucking face. So I swing out of complete panic to try and hit, and I don't get anything. So now I'm trying to catch back up. Sometimes DBD is just cruel. Like, sometimes the one thing you don't want to happen is exactly what happens out of pure randomness. But we're kept back up on her. We're trying to get back, and now we have to play a mind game. I eat yet another pellet. When am I going to learn to just not walk straight into them? Or at least swing through them, so maybe I'll get a random stupid hit. So there's some really bad mind gaming here because this shape is really weird, so you have to play it really well. But we still managed to get the down, which is not bad. We managed to actually get the down. Very surprisingly. Is there a 3k? Even maybe a 4k? My No Way Out has not kicked in yet on a door. I just want to point that out. I know it's only 2 stacks, but my No Way Out is not kicked in on a door right now. So there's still a chance, but I do decide it's probably best to camp out a tree and see if they come to get the save, and if not, they're either going to have to push a door where I'm going to get a No Way Out procced, or we're going to be playing for a hatch. It's the only options, and the No Way Out does proc. I'm like, okay. I could maybe catch her. She's disappeared. I thought she'd have maybe come off there to the left, so I'm like looking around to see if I catch her, but she has no intentions of coming to get the save. After seeing 2 people get instant Moried and maybe thinking in her head, like, you know, maybe I'm going to get Moried as well. She had no intentions. She had genuinely no intentions to come and get the save. Also, shout out to the TTV in this game, Forever Alice. I checked them out. They weren't live. I was going to chat to them, but shout out to them. They played really, really well. Unfortunately, I did have to sit and camp them a little bit. Like a little teeny bit. We do have Kate pushing the door here, but I do get to her in time now. I'm lucky I got... If No Way Out had of stead there, I probably wouldn't have got this chase. If No Way Out had stead there, I wouldn't have got this chase. And the light there from Kate as well. which eventually means she got ahead of me to get to the hatch, which is fine. It's totally GG. Those types of things happen again. I'm not going to get mad over that. But that is the end of the video. 2 very good games, and again, the shortest of all of the series so far. Check out everything in the description for links for Discord and our Twitch, and I will see you lot on Friday for the Hag video that'll be up. I'm going to be posting videos every Tuesday and Friday from now on, so check them out. I appreciate you a lot. You all the best. Peace.